Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Romina. Soy tu profesora de español de hoy. Hi, everybody. How are you today? This is Romina, and I'm your Spanish teacher for today. So in today's lesson, I'm going to give you memory tips to make it easy for you to memorize the numbers in Spanish from 0 to 100. Besides helping you to memorize numbers up until 100, I'm also going to give you tips on how to memorize or how to say correctly the years in Spanish, okay? The most basic years. So from 0 to 15, unfortunately, we have no other option but to memorize the numbers by heart, okay? Vamos a practicar la pronunciación. Por favor, repite después de mí. So let's practice pronunciation. Please repeat after me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The only memory tip, it's a small memory tip that I can give you. It's the fact that the numbers from 11 to 15 end in C, in the sound C. So C-E, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, continuamos. Okay, let's move on. From the numbers from 16 to 19, where what we are basically doing in Spanish, we're saying 10 and the number afterwards. So it will be in this example, 16 in Spanish is 10 and 6, okay? The thing is that, as you can see on screen, is 10 and 6 are 3 words, but we say them fast. And we fuse these 3 words into one, okay? And as you can see on screen, Z becomes C and Y becomes I. Vamos a practicar la pronunciación. Let's practice the pronunciation. Por favor, repite. Please repeat. 16, 17, 18, 19. So the same thing happens when we go to count numbers from 21 to 29, okay? We're literally saying in Spanish 20 and the number afterwards, 20 and 1, 20 and 2, 20 and 3, etc. One thing to keep in mind is the pronunciation of the number 20 in Spanish against the rest of the numbers of with 20, so 21, 22, 23. 20 in Spanish has its ending in E, 20, 20. But the rest of the numbers do it in I, okay? 20, see? So that's something to keep in mind, okay? Vamos a practicar la pronunciación. Let's practice pronunciation. Repite. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Again, in this example, with these numbers, you can see that the 3 words 20 and 1 are fused into one word, okay? We say that very quickly, and then the vowel E and the consonant Y kind of fuse together into I, okay? So here you can already see that it's very important to know by heart the numbers from 1 to 9 because we're actually using them all the time. I believe that from this point onwards, numbers in Spanish becomes, it gets easier to memorize the numbers in Spanish. Numbers get easier from this point onwards because we are using the exact same structure I was mentioning before about 20 and 1, 20 and 2, etc. But this time we are not fusing or changing the words in any way. We have 3 words and that's the structure, that's the way we write it, okay? So 31 in Spanish is 30 and 1. 31. 32, it's 32, 30 and 2, and etc. Okay? And the same thing happens with the rest of the numbers. So 40, it's 41, sorry, it's 40 and 1. 42, 40 and 2. 41, 42, etc. So es bastante fácil. So it's fairly simple, we can say. Bien, let's practice the tens or the decimals, ¿no? Repite, por favor. Please repeat. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. To make memorizing easier, you're going to notice that these numbers end in NTA, okay? They all end on the same 3 letters, NTA. So that ta sound, no? 30, 40, 50. Another thing to keep in mind is the difference between 60 and 70. It's quite common to get these two mixed up. So just bear in mind, 60 is 60, and 70 is 70. A lot of students also get confused with the pronunciation of 90 in Spanish. They will say 90, like they're trying to put the pronunciation of number 9 into 90, 90, and unfortunately that's incorrect, okay? You have to say O, 90. Okay, continuamos. So I want to give you a memory tip for the number 5, and it's the numbers related to number 5. So we're talking about 5, 50, 15, and 500. Okay, I know we haven't seen the hundreds in here, but I thought I should include it here so you have everything in one place. So 5 and 50 share the same stem or root, and then 15 and 500 also share the stem or the root, okay? So we have 5, 50. So 5, 50, 5, 50. But then 15, 500, okay? Vamos, repite por favor. 5, 50, 5, 50, 15, 500, 15, 500. So the idea of this diagram is just to help you memorizing these numbers, just so you don't get confused. We reached to number 100. Unfortunately, I have no tips to give you for 100. Okay, so you just have to memorize it by heart. But you know, it's fairly easy. It's only how many? 4 letters. Por favor, repite. 100. 100. Muy bien, perfecto. Okay, so now we're gonna quickly go through how to pronounce the years in Spanish, but obviously I'm not going to teach you how to say every single year from 0 to, you know, the infinite, because it will end up being a very long video. But I'm going to teach you the two most important years, especially for beginners, okay? So that is saying 1910, 1970, 1930, or 2010, 2020, etc. This is because obviously these are the years that you're going to be using more often in the beginning of your Spanish journey. Okay, so here on the little box at the top of your screen, we have two examples. We have 1970 and 2010. Okay, let's pronounce 1970 in Spanish. Vamos a pronunciar en español. 1970. Repite, 1970. So basically what we're saying here in Spanish is 1970. Okay, that's what we're saying. Let's continue with 2010. So we're saying in Spanish 2010. That's what we're saying, okay? Repite. 2010. 2010. Okay, perfecto. So the structure is fairly easy. For 1900, you just put whatever number follows after that, right? So you want to say to 1010, 1910, 1920. So you just say 1900 plus 10, right? So 1910. 1920, 1930, etc. Okay? And the same thing with 2000, okay? Just say the number at the end. 2010, 2020, 2030, 2040. Okay? Repite, por favor. 1910. 1920. 1930. 1940. 2010. 2020. 2030. 2040. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. Muchísimas gracias y nos vemos en la próxima clase. Thank you so much and I will see you on our next class. Adiós.